Hello, welcome to Donkamet channel. We've come out into the woods to walk the dogs and perchance do a little experimental chopping with this Japanese axe. Lies a shot. I'm carrying a Wyatt Hines EDC model. Might as well have a look at that. Lovely. I just used it to cut some bark here and test the viability of this tree here, which is a hemlock, not long dead by the looks of it. So I think I could use that, and initially I'd hoped to chop down this tree, but I thought that this one was kind of in the path, and so we might as well chop it first, otherwise it'll smash and we won't get anything useful out of it. Or we might not. Yeah, but actually, maybe I don't even have to cut this all the way, but if I cut it a little bit, then it'll break on that. It'll break on that cut, I guess. Okay, got a good angle. So this is hemlock, the poor man's hardwood. This now being basically seasoned is going to be extremely tough. In fact, you know what? I don't want to. That is a whole nother matter. I'm changed my mind. We're just going to drop the tree onto it. It should be fine. Or maybe not, because I don't know if we want to necessarily drop it while the dogs are around even, but we can, we'll see how it goes. They might want to be in the way, they might want to be out of the way. So yeah, this is about 7 inches diameter. I mean, down here, the widest part, it's maybe 9, but this is kind of oval. Call it 8 inches. And it is very much leaning in this kind of direction, which is a pretty good direction. I don't know. If it starts leaning the wrong way, I can always come back and figure it out later with a come along winch or whatever. I'm going to try swinging two-handed. Might remove my watch for that, because I had to get this fixed recently, and I wondered whether it might not be a problem swinging an axe with a watch on. Automatic watch. Casio's do alright. What I didn't do yet is check my edge. Looks fine. Still feels very sharp. Yeah, shaving sharp. Oops. Oops. Okay, I will invite you to please come and stand on this side now. Yeah, that's not necessarily a good place for them to be digging. But if I chop in more on this side, I'm not chopping hard, by the way, very hard, really. Going gently doesn't seem to be, the setup for really going hard. But it chops in deep. In the hands of someone truly competent, I think this could be very impressive. So we're through to the core of the tree now. And I think, yeah, in the balance, I'm probably not going to try and drop it now. Just because, like I say, the dogs are kind of in the path. Sometimes they like to run off in the opposite direction than you are expecting the tree to fall. But that's not up to me. But this looks good. I think we'll get at least 3 10-foot rails out of it for fencing. And it's kind of here next to this dwarf out by this prime specimen here next door. So this one will benefit. And there are a lot of hemlocks to scan around. A lot of young hemlocks. We'll let them, that probably needs to be thinned out actually, all of this. Could even try that right now. Check what's going on back here. No rocks. Well, that would have gone in one, but it wasn't an accurate strike. I mean, that is a very hard cut to make. That did way better than I was expecting. To get it to cut flush down here, it's way tougher, the wood down there, than elsewhere. Oops. Accuracy issue. There we go. It's a nice flush cut. Still stub your toe in it, but don't think it'll trip you. This task here, I've buckled many a knife. It's very deceptive because hemlock is considered a soft wood and it's thin stuff. But if you hit it wrong, especially you hit it back here, then it bounces back and it'll warp your blade. You have like a hollow grind, even a robust hollow grind. Oops, that's right. Sorry. Yeah. Very nice tool for this pruning task. Not as precise as the hawk bill, which I would often also employ. But, you know, it's less effort using the axe. You get a better reach too. Yeah, if I tidy this up now, it'll be less work for me later, as and when harvest occurs. Hey look, here's a dead. Oh, this one's nearly dead. Oh, that's a pine. Okay, we'll leave that. We could leave that and favour that by taking the hemlock to the closest to it. This one. This will be a good test. This is probably right at the sweet spot for this axe. Little sapling like this. I mean, again, in the hands of a skilled axeman, that would have been one strike. No problem. I should try to get it as low as possible again. That will mess with your accuracy a bit. Here's a fun thing. I started using a reverse grip on the axe under certain circumstances. Never used to do that before. In fact, I never used to use a reverse grip for anything before. I guess you start doing it with a knife, and then sooner or later you're going to want to do it with an axe. Dead pine. I'll take it out. I like to rip it out if I can, you know. There's like a little stand of pines here. Right, this one. I make that kind of cut, like cut that there. Feels like a machete. The feeling of swinging and the feeling of the way it cuts like a clean. It doesn't really feel like other axes or hatchets I've used. I think it's really down to this flat grind. I mean, it is convex, but it's, well, all right, it's not really flat. Ah, delicious smell. Do beg your pardon. Shame if you didn't catch that one. That was the demonstration cut. Done in one. One and done. Makes for a good hiking pole when it's seasoned. Very good strength to weight ratio. This pale color in time will take on an attractive golden hue. Thanks for watching.